Alright, the officials for the new BC chapter are out, and I have quite a bit to say. So, how the chapter starts off is interesting because I didn't see this in the leaks whatsoever. So, Asta's Devil Union, we already know how it worked before. He was only able to hold it for 5 minutes. But now he's extended it to 10 minutes. And we kind of already knew that with the leaks, but I didn't really understand how. We weren't really given any context, but here it says, by using Devil Union on just one part of himself, this focuses the discharge of anti-magic and extends it by 10 minutes. So it becomes denser and stronger, which I found to be really cool. I think it'd be really nice if the anime actually showed Asta having to go through the training to have him be able to do this when it returns. Because I know some people didn't enjoy it, but I really enjoyed Asta's training with Gaja in the anime while they were preparing for this Spade arc. But that's just me. Anyways, we see Asta just charge towards Lucius, and he does his best to protect Sister Lily and everyone else around him. But my god, Lucius is just insane. He mentions how nothing in the natural world can defy time. However, anti-magic can be the natural enemy of that invincible magic. And as we all know, Lucius deems Asta to be the flaw of the world. But regardless of all that, Asta doesn't really care about what he has to say. He's trying to protect Sister Lily. And as they continue to fight, I realized one thing, right? So, if you notice in page 4, Asta's telling the citizens to run away, just to run for it, right? And I find that to be really bad, because the citizens of Clover have no idea what's going on. I wouldn't be surprised if they start saying Asta attacked the Wizard King out of nowhere, and complicates the situation even more. And us, we the audience know that that's not the Wizard King, that's Lucius. But, the average citizen in Clover, they don't know what's going on. They already don't trust Asta. Fergolion just said that there's still people out there that distrust him, and he just got promoted. So already we already know that things are looking pretty bad. But moving ahead, we see Asta continue to fight against Lucifero, and here we have like an interesting piece of dialogue where he says, "As long as I'm here, it won't happen. While I was born into a family of devil hosts, I learned that magic can purify devil power, and grant sacred power to humans. And this is humanity's true form." And we see Lucius, well, like I just said, it shows his new form. And this is really interesting, because his appearance here is very angelic. And not just that, notice the horns. He has like something very similar to deer horns, which obviously can relate back to the Great Deer, which currently is now known as the Aqua Deer. But back then, Julius led the squad back in the day. And obviously Yami and Vengeance were on that squad as well. And he was the captain. So this is very, very similar to that, and it's really interesting. But not just that, he looks like an angel. And I noticed that, behind him, he has like what appears to be maybe six wings. Maybe the code is hiding one of them. It's almost kind of like a biblically accurate angel. Now, like I've said before, I have like no knowledge when it comes to like any sort of mythos in regards to religions and all that sort of stuff. But that's just what it appears like to me. And this makes me wonder if there's actually angels out there. Like, I would really love to see angels in the series. But anyways, back to the chapter. We see that Asta is very confused because he can't recognize the key. He knows that it's not human or devil. So he's just unsure of what's in front of him right now. And within the blink of an eye, he manages to get Sister Lily right in front of him. And I don't think that's discussed enough in here. Like, everyone's talking about his new form. Everyone's talking about the implications of it as well. But I haven't seen many mention how quickly he got Sister Lily in front of him. That is some insane speed. The fact that he was able to get Sister Lily like that is crazy to me. Oh, but after that, we have confirmation that his magic is indeed soul magic. And he says that it transforms the soul of anyone I touch. The soul of the source of human life, spirit, and magic. And Asta's just really confused. He's trying to find out what he's going to do to her. And then he says, "Let me show you a human who is truly happy." And then boom, she manages to transform into a similar form to Lucius. And oh my god. She says to Asta, "For the sake of world peace, please die." Asta's day is just horrendous. I know I've said that a lot already. But my god, you cannot tell me that this is not the worst day of his life. He went from a rejection to being told to die just within a few minutes. That's some really painful stuff, man. But not just that, look at the art as well. Like, Sister Lily's form looks incredible, don't get me wrong, but look at the way Asta looks here. I don't think enough people are talking about that. Look at how he looks here. Tabata perfectly displayed his facial expression here. He's in complete shock, near to the point of despair. This man just saw Sister Lily, the woman he loves, transform into this strange form, and then immediately after is just telling him to go die? That's too much, man. Oh my god. But yeah, the art here is perfect. Tabata, like I said, like everything else, Lucius's form, Sister Lily's form, it all looks great. But for me, Asta's facial expression is like one of the best aspects of this chapter, because I couldn't really imagine how Tabata was going to draw Asta's face when he was going to say Sister Lily like this. And like back when it was like just text leaks, like we had no idea what was going on in the chapter. Like the implications was Sister Lily was going to turn into a devil, and I was thinking to myself, how is Asta going to react to that? And it's even worse than that, because she transforms into quote unquote the perfect human form, and then she just tells that to Asta. Like, oh my god, Tabata outdid himself here. This is incredible, if not also really sad. And it gets worse for him, because in the next chapter he gets sliced, just absolutely sliced by Lucius, and then he's just falling into the ground. And then we get this final line: "What a fragile soul. You'll never defeat me that way. Goodbye, flaw of the world." And then we see Lucius and Sister Lily in the air, which is kind of funny because they actually look like angels, and Asta kind of just looks like a devil who's descending down into hell. I guess kind of like a fallen angel, or in this case, I guess the fallen devil. So quite a bit of biblical allegory going on right there. But yeah, overall the chapter is great. I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen in the next chapter, because honestly anything can happen. Just look at what I said earlier about the citizens of Clover. They have no idea what's going on, and they can easily go against Asta, especially if Lucius continues to act like he's still the Wizard King. But that's just going to cause mass confusions all around. Remember, the captains are below in the building where they were fighting. They have no idea what's going on. And if Lucius truly goes away and takes Sister Lily away with him, what about the children from Hosh Village? They're going to start crying, and they're going to start freaking out, especially at the sight of Asta bleeding out. It's just mass chaos. And let's just say Asta doesn't even stick on the ground. He could easily just go berserk like he did against Dante back in the Spade arc. And if he doesn't, oh my god, he's honestly probably gonna get banished. Like, he's gonna be completely exiled after he wakes up, because there's no way the citizens of Clover are gonna want him to stay there. And then moving back to Lucius, something else I mentioned during the leaks, and I'm gonna mention again, don't forget about Yami and William. Both of their bodies have changed, and they have devil-like hearts. And somebody made a really interesting point. What if Lucius is waiting for their bodies to change just enough so he can eat both of their hearts? And imagine that, if he manages to eat both of Yami and William's hearts, he gains access to dark magic and world tree magic, which both are needed to open the gates of the underworld. So just that idea alone is a very frightening thought, man. And don't forget, Beelzebub still has Xenon's soul, which obviously Lucius is going to want back. So if he manages to have both of Yami and William's abilities, he could easily just manage to go down there and deal with Beelzebub himself. And phew, that's a very scary thought. Though I'm not exactly sure if he could be able to handle him on his own. But my god, like, who knows what Lucius is planning? That's just like one interesting theory somebody brought up with me. But yeah, make sure to keep Yami and William's body changing like in mind, because it'll definitely come to play later. But yeah, I'm really excited for like the next chapter and like what's gonna happen way further beyond that, because there's so many things that could happen from here forward. Because man, Tabata's not holding back, and I think so many things could happen in this final arc. I don't even think we can anticipate what's gonna happen next. We're in for one hell of a ride. But yeah, like I said, this was a great chapter. Really looking forward to the leaks that should be coming out this week. And I'm just overall excited. But yeah, I think I've rambled on long enough. Feel free to share what you think was going to happen next in the comments below. What you guys thought about the chapter. Any theories you have. Just let me know, man. I'm down to read all of that. But yeah, that'll do it for me today. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out, everyone.